Welcome to Ready, Set, Read. Miss Joyce from the Shaler North Hills Library. In this program, Ready, Set, Read, is for anybody that's entering kindergarten. And I have to tell you, I love kindergarten. I loved kindergarten when I was 5 years old and 6 years old. And I loved kindergarten so much that I went to kindergarten every day for almost 20 years. Because I was a kindergarten teacher. So I know about kindergarten, and I want you to love kindergarten as much as I loved kindergarten. So we're going to work together, we're going to learn together. So the first thing I want to tell you before we even get started is that when someone is talking to you, like I'm talking to you, or like mom, dad, grandma, special grown-ups are talking to you, it's important that you look at their eyes when they're talking. Because when you look at someone's eyes when they're talking to you, it sends a message. And the message is, I'm a good listener, and I want to know what you're telling me. So let's get started with Ready, Set, Read. We're going to have fun. And I always like to start with a song. So here's the song. We can sing together. It's a very easy song to remember. So let's get started. We wave and say hello. We wave and say hello. All my friends at reading time, we wave and say hello. We clap and say hello. We clap and say hello. All my friends at reading time, we clap and say hello. We stomp and say hello. We stomp and say hello. All my friends at reading time, we stomp and say hello. Okay, hi everyone. All right, let's take a seat. And when we take a seat, let's take a big, giant, deep breath. That feels really good. Now, some of you out there are going to say, Miss Joyce, I already know how to read. And some children out there are going to say, geez, I wish I knew how to read. But you know what the beautiful thing is that everybody learns how to read, and everybody learns how to read at different times and in different ways. And that's what's so cool about people, is we're all a little bit different. So here we go, let's get started. And I wanted to show you my board. Now this is my board, and we're going to use it every time we visit with each other. And this is going to tell us what we're going to do next. And that's a good feeling. I know that I like to know what I'm going to be doing next. And I like to know what I've already done. So as we move through the pictures on our board, and we have done everything on our board, I'll erase them. And then it'll be a good feeling. It'll feel like, oh, I already did that. Or, oh, I know what comes next. So let's take a look, and let's already erase something from our board. And the first thing I'm going to erase is I'm going to erase, oh, here's my little eraser. We already said hello to each other. And I already told you how important it is to look at each other's eyes. So let's erase that. There we go. There we go. And we already sang our hello song. So that's wonderful. So I'm going to erase that. And then we're talking about our board. And I drew a picture of the board. So I'm going to erase that. There we go. Perfect. Now, I want to tell you a little bit about reading. Reading is when you look at letters that are put together to make words, and they mean something to us. And I know all of you can already read some words. So here we go. What is this word? L-E-G-O. Letters put together to make a word that we know what it means. It means Lego. Lego. And we know that Legos are blocks that fit together that we can create things. Lego. So we already know that word. That's wonderful. Let's try another one. How about this one? This word, Cheerios, Cheerios. Wait a minute. Letters put together in a word that means something to us. We know that Cheerios are a kind of cereal. Let's try another one. How about this one? EXIT. Letters put together to create a word, and we know that this word has meaning. We know that this word is usually above a door when we are someplace where there are people, and it means exit. Exit. The word is exit. It means we can leave there if we want to be safe, if we have to get out of the building. Exit. So, hey, I think that when you are driving in the car or when you are visiting a store, I am sure you're going to see words, that you know. These are all words that we see every day, and that you know, or you might know. How about this one? These are all words that we see every day, and that's what reading is. It's when you look at something, you put letters together, those letters together create a word, and those words have meaning to us. And so I can see that all of you out there probably know the word Cheerios and the word Lego. And what I want you to do is, go through your house or when you're in the car and find words that you can already read, because you can remember. Remembering is so good. And when you look at something and you see those letters put together as words and you remember them, that's what reading is. So, very nice. Hey, let me erase Lego words. There we go. There we go. Alrighty, the next thing I have written here is ABC, alphabet, and the word labels. Now the word labels just means a sign that is stuck to something. So in our house, I used to, when my girls were little, I would put labels on everything so that when my girls looked at it every day, they would look at the same word on the same thing, and pretty soon they knew how to spell the word. Like this. This is called an easel. This is an easel. We're going to use it all of the time when we have our Ready, Set, Read program. So this is an easel, E-A-S-E-L. And an easel is just something like this that you can either write on or paint on. And here we have, I'll move it. I have a label right here. It says chair, C-H-A-I-R. And I'm going to put that right on my chair. There it is. And we have the word cart. And I'm going to keep anything I might need for our program on our cart here. C-A-R-T, cart. So now I'm going to stand up and I'm going to go behind the chair, because we certainly can't have a program called Ready, Set, Read without talking about the alphabet. So as you can see, we hung the alphabet up behind me. So I'll go back. Here we are. Here's the alphabet right behind us. And every time we visit, we'll work together and we'll say the alphabet, and we'll get to know the alphabet. So here we go. Let's start over here. We can say it together. A, B. Hey, I can hear you out there saying it with me. I love that. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Terrific. And you can get this alphabet. I got this at the dollar store. So you can get an alphabet at the dollar store. And if I stand near the alphabet, you can see that the alphabet is right near my eyes. So when you get your alphabet, you can put it on your wall way down here so that it's right by your eyes. So wherever you put your alphabet, make sure that it's right as tall as your eyes. And here's one of my labels, alphabet. A-L-P-H-A-B-E-T, the alphabet. And over here is one of my labels, and it just says wall. W-A-L-L, wall. Okay. Now, if we take a good look at the alphabet, I think that we can find those letters all over our house. You can look in your house, you can look in your car, you can look on your computer, and you can find those letters. And every time we come to visit, we'll go over the letters and we'll practice the letters. So your job, until we meet next time, is to go over those letters and try to remember them. So that would be a wonderful thing to do. So the next thing let's see here. Oh, I'm going to erase. There we go. The next thing we're going to do is read a story. Now, I don't know about you, but at our house, we have a book basket. I'm going to lift it up, and you can see that it's a basket, and it's just filled with books. And I know everybody out there has books, and it's important that you keep your books in a nice, safe place. And in a place where it's comfortable for you to pick up a book and look at. Maybe you have a place near your bed, or maybe near your couch, and you can just pick up a favorite book and you can read it. And I have written, of course, on my book basket, I have a little sign that says book basket. So I'm going to put that right here, and I'm going to read this book. I love this book. This book is written by a man, and his name is Todd Parr, and it's called The Kindness Book. Now, we all have favorite authors, and we all have favorite illustrators, and of course we know an author means someone who thought of the idea and put their ideas into words, put their words into books. And an illustrator is somebody who took those ideas, either themselves or the author told them their ideas, and they drew pictures to match those ideas. So I'm going to read this book, and it's written by a gentleman named Todd Parr. Now, when I'm through, we're going to talk about the book. So listen carefully and look at the pictures, because when Todd Parr writes a book, he writes the most wonderful, kind messages, but he also draws his pictures in his books, and they're very, very colorful, and I love that. So let's read this book, and when I'm through, we'll talk about the book, okay? So here we go. Let's get comfy, and this is called The Kindness Book, written by Todd Parr. His colors are always so bright. I love that about his books. What is kindness? Kindness is thinking about people's feelings and helping them feel good. Being kind makes you feel good too. Kindness is reading a bedtime story to someone that you love. Kindness is taking care of your community. Now in this picture, they're giving food to the food bank, but our way of taking care of our community would be, don't throw trash on the ground, making sure that you put any trash in a trash can. Kindness is holding the door open for someone. Kindness is listening. I'm going to read that again. Kindness is listening. Kindness is keeping others safe. Kindness is free. And that means that anybody, anywhere can be kind. And it does not cost any money to be kind. Kindness is watching out for someone around you. Kindness is holding hands. Kindness is being there when someone needs you. Kindness is taking care of yourself. And that is one of the very most important pages in this book, and a very important message to take care of ourselves, to sleep good, to eat good, to read, to listen. So kindness is taking care of ourselves. Kindness is helping others grow. That's what we try to do at the library. We like to help everybody grow. Kindness is saying something nice. Kindness is not hurting someone's feelings. Kindness is saying, I'm sorry. Be kind to yourself. Kindness is remembering everyone's feelings are important. Kindness is welcoming someone new into the family. Kindness is giving a bug a hug. Oh my. Kindness is saying hello to someone new. Kindness is saying thank you to those who help others. Kindness is being nice to animals. Kindness is letting others be who they are. Kindness is cheering someone up when they are sad. It is easy to be kind. The end. I love this book. Now let's talk about the book. I wanted to tell you that there are really 3 ways to read a book. Sometimes people think there's only one way to read a book, but there are really 3 ways to read a book. The first way to read a book is by looking at the pictures. So you can look at the pictures of a book, and the pictures tell us what the story is about. All the pictures in this book, they told us what the story was about. So pictures is a way of explaining the book. So we can read a book by looking at the pictures. The other way we can read a book is the way I read the book. And that was I used the words of the book. So I read the book to you by using the words. The third way you can read a book is by retelling the story, which means that you just tell the story to a friend that you already read. So that's what we're going to do now. We already read the book with the pictures. I read the book with the words. And now let's retell the story. And let's start by saying, well, let's see. This was a book about being kind. And it was a book about different people and animals being kind. And some of the ways that people were kind or animals were kind to each other is, and I'll bet you can say some of the things that we just read, taking care of your community. And I said that it could be like picking up trash or opening the door for somebody or maybe keeping others safe. What else was in the story? I think I can remember saying thank you, cheering people up that maybe felt sad. One of the ways that we said is helping things grow, and I said that that's what we like to do at the library. We all help each other grow by learning together. So 3 ways to read a book. First way, you can read the pictures. So sometimes people say, oh, I can't really read, but you can. You can read a book by using the pictures. That's the first way. The second way is you can read the words, or someone can read the words to you, like I did. And the third way is you can retell the story. You can tell someone you were reading with what came first, what came in the middle of the story, and what came at the very end. What came in the beginning, the middle, or the end. Or you can say what happened first, what happened second, what happened third, or you can say first what happened, next what happened, and then what happened in the story. So there's 3 ways of reading a story. And I can look at our board again. Oh, I can erase reading a story. Now, we read a story. So as you know, I love the library. I love Shaler North Hills Library. I feel like I belong there. I feel like it's a family there. And one of the things that was in our book was that we love it when people grow. We like to help people grow. And so what we can do is, if you haven't already done it, you can go to our website, and there is this really cool, fun thing, and it's called Beanstalk. And I actually did it on my phone, and I have it on my iPad. Let's see, where did I put my phone?
Under the easel.
Under the easel. There we go. Thank you. That's my camera person, Miss Emma. She's my helper. So all we have to do is, it's this cool little app. You guys know what apps are. I think Mommy and Daddy or Grandma or Grandpa, whoever takes good care of you, has them on the phone. And it's a little app. It's a little heart, a little white heart. And I have it on my iPad. I have it on my phone. You can have it on your computer. And what you do is you click on it, you just touch it, and it will, you can put on there how many books that you read. And today we read 1 book together. And when you read books, you can put them on your app, you can log them on your app, and then you get these really cool medals. And it's like a game, like you get rewarded, and I love that. So if you could ask someone in your family to go to our website, it's called Beanstack, and it's a wonderful little app, and every time you read a book, you can log it in on your Beanstack, and then you get these cool little medals. And it's just fun to do. And it counts. When we read together, that counts. When you read a book at home, that counts. And you know what else counts? When you sit down all by yourself and you quietly look at a book, and even if you're reading the pictures, that counts. So let's sing a song, and this is our goodbye song. So, and then I'm going to talk to Mom and Dad for a minute. So here we go. We wave and say goodbye. We wave and say goodbye. Goodbye to all my friends at reading time. We wave and say goodbye. We clap and say goodbye. We clap and say goodbye. To all my friends at reading time. We clap and say goodbye. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for being a good listener. And remember, when you are practicing this week, you have a little job, and that is practice looking at people's eyes when they're talking or when you're talking to them. Also, look for those letters either around your house or maybe in the car when you're driving. And also, you can make an alphabet, or you can buy one at the dollar store, and you can stick it up on your wall. But remember, only this high, so when you look at it, you can see it, not way up high where you have to bend your neck and look up there, right at your eye level. And I just want to say thank you so very much. And for the parents, I thought maybe at the end of our little program, I would just talk to the parents or grandparents or whoever is taking really good care of these wonderful kids. And that is, people say all the time, like, how do I get my kid to read? They don't really enjoy books, or how can I have my child be a better reader, or a less hesitant reader? And there's just a couple things. I'll try to give some little tips at the end of every program. And that is, one thing you can do is just have reading materials around your house, newspapers, cookbooks. And yes, we all read from a screen. I know I read from my screen all the time, but having paper print, because for the most part, that's what your child is going to be seeing in kindergarten is print on paper. So if you can have some materials in your home, and if they can see you reading and enjoying print on paper, that will help. The other thing, which I think is really interesting, is our library is starting to open. We're so blessed. We've been praying and hoping that everybody is safe and staying safe. And now we can actually open, and people can actually come and get materials from the library. And I was reading a little bit, and I thought to myself, oh, this would be really cool. Now, I know over this time of quarantine, a lot of people have been watching movies. I know that we have at our house, and I thought, hey, wouldn't it be cool if you get a book that matches the movie, which we have quite a few of those in our Disney collection, which would be a pretty good start. And if you watch Frozen, let's say, or if you watch Cars, borrow the book, read the book together, compare and contrast the book to the movie. Not only will that clarify the differences between the book and the movie, but it'll also, you can use some new vocabulary. And it kind of is good to have a good dialogue about the difference between books and movies. So thank you for watching. Thank you for visiting. I look forward to the next time we get together for Get Ready, Get Set, Read. Thank you, everyone.